I have a 2011 Honda Fit Sport, and I am going to install a hitch on it, as well as the wiring harness so I can connect a little trailer to it. The reason I want to do this is because I found a small trailer that has a rooftop tent attached to it, and I want to be able to tow it with the Honda Fit. It only weighs like a couple 100 pounds, the whole trailer assembly. Like, it's very light, maybe 300 pounds. Either way, it's very light. I want to be able to haul it with the Honda Fit. The hitch and harness that I went with is from Curt. Let me show you the hitch first. Here is the hitch. So as you can see, it mounts to 3 different points. Huge box that it comes in. And the hardware it comes with, basically here, has a little manual. It's got these to kind of help you feed the bolts through. And just some other hardware. And here is the wiring harness that we're going to be going with. It's a Curt custom wiring harness. The idea of this is to be able to connect it without splicing into the car. So I got all of this stuff from Amazon. I'm going to get the car in the driveway and get the drills, and we'll start putting some work here. So while I go get the car, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know if you have a Honda Fit that you tow anything with. The little trailer that I have is going to be the only thing I plan on towing, and I'll show it to you here in a minute. But like I said, while I get the car, just take that moment and hit the like button. I'll see you here in a bit. Okay, everything that I need should be here. I got the cars on some wooden blocks to kind of give a little extra space. Hopefully that's enough. The tools that we should need should be a good 1/2-inch drill bit, a drill, flathead, and one of these trim tools, 3/4-inch wrench and socket. This should be everything that I need. First thing we're going to do is start off by taking this dust cover in the bottom here on the left. So we're at the driver's side wheel. We're going to pop this guy off here, that guy off there, and then that one and that one. That should be enough. Without saying, to not be directly under it, because stuff will get in your eyes. Wear safety glasses, motherfucker. And I got regular glasses. That'll keep dust from coming to my eyes, but just watch your eyes. Repeat for the other 4. So I popped that one off. You're actually going to take this one off, that one off, this one off, and then you're going to take this one off, which is a little screw, and same thing over there. So you'll hit those with little Phillips. You do not take this one off. 2 of the clips are Phillips, so you're also going to need a Phillips to pop those clips off. And yes, the NSX is very, very dirty. Do the same for that one. I almost forgot this guy. One of the 2 that I've taken off so far have broken off on me. Hopefully this one doesn't break. If it does, I'm gonna have to get new clips, which I think I'm gonna have some spares in the drawer. Worked out great. Popped off without a. I found that if you pull out like that instead of this, it looks like it'll break it. So try to pull it straight out. As soon as I did, the whole thing just dropped. Okay, so we got the plastic off, so now we can start working on the hardware. We're gonna start with the mounting point on the right side. So we have our carriage bolt and our backing plate here. You can use the big one out of all of them. Get your guide wire that comes with the kit. Find your muffler. Here's that mount. Use the hole right there. Stick the bolt and the backing plate in there. And this side will be prepped. And then we'll get the hardware for the middle plate. Just like that. So we'll leave this here for now. We'll work on the middle mounting hole. See, I got one side in. So you got 2 holes here. They're unthreaded, so what these does is basically provide somewhere to thread your bolts in. So you're gonna kind of twist this a little bit, this little twist, stick this in here, and now you can see you're gonna be able to use these handles to kind of guide these nuts, so when you thread it in later on. So we'll leave this hanging for now, and we're gonna go ahead and mount our hitch so we can mark. We're gonna have to drill a hole on this side. I'll show you here in a bit, but we're gonna go ahead and mount the hitch so we can kind of mark where we need to drill. I don't want to risk slamming my face, so I'm going to go ahead and use the jack to support the weight. I'm going to slide it under, get it up, and get the hardware on this side started, and then I'll be able to mark that hole, and I'll show you. Okay, so I got hardware hand tight there. Hardware hand tight there. That's going to allow me to mark my hole over there and drill. So this is what I'm going to drill on the driver's side. I'm going to start off with a pilot hole, and then I'm going to move to a 1/2 inch. There we go. I'm going to hit it with a little spray paint so I don't have any exposed wires, and move on to the next step. As you can see, I didn't mark it and then take off the whole hitch and then drill. That's just extra step. So I went ahead and just did it with the hitch on there. I'm going to hit it with a little spray paint now, and we're going to move on to the next step. So far, not so bad. The next step that I want to show you on getting the hardware on that side is going to be a trick that's been found by people that is against the instructions. The instructions has you drill multiple holes to slide the whole assembly in there. You don't have to do that. There's a way to get to the back of that. There's a OEM access hole already, and with the use of the fish wire, it'll make life a lot easier. I'll show you in a minute. While we wait for paint to dry, I just want to point out that I am going to have to wedge this between the hitch and the frame, and it's going to be lined up front to back on the right side and on the left side. So basically hitch, that spacer, and then frame. So I'll have to get this, see if you can see. I'll have to get this between this and this hitch, and then front to back. You can kind of see like the factory indent, how that's gonna like run like that. Okay, hardware's loosened up. I got it in there. I'm gonna leave it loose so I can work on the other side, guide the bolts, and also the backing plate, just like I did this side. Alright, got it in there. Let's get the hitch slipped over it. But before we do that, we're also gonna at the same time put the backing plates on this side of the frame and get this bolted up. Then we'll be able to tighten everything up. Okay, backing plate installed on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up everything. You could cut these off. I'm gonna bend them out of the way because they come in handy if I ever gotta remove this for whatever reason. But I'm gonna tighten up everything before we move on to the wiring harness. Okay, I got everything mounted up, and I will say I did install, yes, messy. I did install the harness already. It's very simple. The Curt harness, which I'll put the part number on the screen here. There's no cutting involved. There is one wire you have to ground on this side. They do provide a self-tapping screw, but basically you disconnect a couple connectors from the toilets on each side. The harness that you buy, there's two sides. The side that has a bunch of connectors goes on this side. You basically connect it to the harness, and then connect the harness to the tail light, and then there's two wires that go to this side. Plug in over here. You just connect a bulb, plug it into the harness, and then harness to the bulb, and then you find a way. I drilled a hole and put a like wire protector and sealant around it under the tub, and I have it going through here. I already tested it, that's why I got lights going. It's very simple. Don't mind the instructions that come because they suck. Just kind of use common sense. You can't get the connectors wrong. So and I have everything running into the plastics. So once I figured it out and realized the connectors suck, it took me like 10 minutes. All right, so we got the The hitch, the wiring, all good. Everything's working. We are ready to go. I'm not sure exactly where we're gonna go. We're just gonna find the campsite and kind of just test it out. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too, at 10 a.m. So hopefully, that's why I brought a easy up there. All right, time to hit the road. Hey guys, so it's a beautiful morning here in Afton Canyon. We came in, popped up the tent, quick setup. Woke up this morning, had coffee, and literally packed up like less than 5 minutes. The entire thing, the tent with the kitchen. And right now we are in a different spot where we have a nice view of the canyon. The camera doesn't really do justice, but we're gonna make some quick breakfast here and enjoy the morning. The canyon is down there. Okay, so we are back home. Everything's put away. Car's parked back up. We got the trailer over here, so I popped that up, just kind of, I left something in there that I grabbed. I'm about to pop it back out, but yeah. So it was fun. I like this trailer a lot more than I thought I would. So no regrets here. The fit did great. Handled it no problem. Kept it around 65 in the freeway, and the fit handled it with no issue. So if you have a Honda Fit, I recommend getting a rooftop trailer on a small trailer like this. Makes a great travel setup. See you guys later.